semifinals, college football semifinals, 2 years ago, less than 2 years ago, 42-41 shootout. Stroud threw 4 touchdowns, 348 yards. But you guys won 42-41. Just facing him, what do you remember from those days?
True competitive. Guy that want to win. Guy that had a lot of weapons with him back then, and he got a lot of weapons with him now. So, like I said, he's an elite quarterback in this league. Was an elite quarterback back then. We got to do our best to try to, limit him from being as explosive as he can.
What sets him apart? Obviously, people have talked about Ohio State quarterbacks for years. They've had a ton drafted high, not a ton have had success. He's had it, and he's had it immediately. What sets him apart?
He's smart, very smart. I feel like that's one of his best attributes, being able to ID things pre-snap. I feel like intelligence is probably one of his biggest characteristics on the football field. But other than that, I mean, he's just a great football player. Like I said, he's a guy that can hurt you with his legs if need be. He has a great arm. He can make all the throws on the field. So it's going to be a great matchup for him. He come in Lambeau for sure.
What was that game like? I was watching that. It was New Year's Eve. Yeah. You were playing close to home. The kick goes, I believe, wide left. Did you know that was literally as the ball dropped to strike midnight Eastern time? I was watching one TV, the ball's dropping, and that kick literally within 1 second of each other.
Yeah, I heard when we won, that's what everybody was talking about on Instagram, so I heard about that.
So what was it like being in just that type of environment? And do you look forward to that? Because obviously this is a big showdown, a 5-1 team, you're 4-2. Do you live for those moments?
Hell no, I don't want to see it go wide. Hopefully we up a couple of touchdowns.
No, I mean just the matchup overall against a great team.
Nah, I'm just joking. But like I said, we know that it was one of the best teams in the league right now. What are they? 4-1, 5-1? I mean, they coming in here. Those guys play great complementary football, offense, defense, special teams. They come in here and they want to win. And so we got to, we ain't letting up for nobody either. So we coming in with the same expectation. We want to win too. So when you got two great teams going up against each other, the team that makes the most plays at the end of the day is going to win this game. So we got to dial in, try to limit their plays, and we got to try to make all the plays that we can, for sure.
Which do you like better, the regular traditional safety role or playing nickel?
I just want to be on the field, man. That's it. So any way that I can be on the field at all times, that's what I want to do. It don't really matter to me.
What have you learned about yourself so far this season?
It's a good question. Damn. What have I learned about myself? On the negative side, I struggle with patience, so I gotta be better with that. Patience is everything, man. So I definitely gotta be less anxious about things, and I gotta be more patient. But as far as on the positive side, man, just being a sponge, soaking up all the knowledge of these guys in this locker room. You got a great group of guys in our secondary room, like Ja and X, Stokes, guys with experience up under their belt, guys that we can lean on and we can trust. And just building that trust among the defense, among the team, building that chemistry so that we can play for one another.
What has tested your patience the most?
Life, man. Life. It's not necessarily anything that's here, but, just life in general. Things happen, so you got to deal with that. You got to tell yourself that, everything happened for a reason.
How good is it going through this with Evan, both of you playing early on, that you guys can lean on each other, like, hey, what do you see?
It's amazing, man. It's huge. Two guys is coming in there ready to compete, ready to work, ready to contribute in any way that we know how. And like I said, we're just trying to put our best foot forward to help this team be successful.
I've watched a lot of safeties over the years, known for a lot of different things, range, this, that. What I've noticed about you is when you get a tackle for loss on a run play, you are about as jacked up as anyone I've ever seen. What's it mean to you when you stone a guy behind the line of scrimmage? You show it.
It's just making a play, man. I just want to be around the ball and make plays. That's what we were brought here to do. We were brought here to make plays. So whether that's a tackle for a loss, an interception, a PBU, I'm the type of guy you're gonna hear about it. You know what I mean? So it's just passion. So my passion for the game, the way that I love this game. This game has done a lot for me, man. So it's my way of giving gratitude back to it.
Does anything surprise you about the whole deal?
About what?
Pro football or playing for the Green Bay. Does anything surprise you about that?
Surprise me, no, but I'm very, very blessed for sure. Very blessed and fortunate to be a part of such a great organization and a great group of guys in this locker room. Not every place has that.
Getting used to living here?
It's getting a little cold outside, but
A little.
you know what I mean. It ain't. I mean, I gotta get used to that, but that's probably gonna be the biggest transition for sure.
You talked about your passion. The guy next to you has a lot of passion for this team.
Yeah.
What have you learned from Tucker? Do you guys talk ball at all?
Yeah, I mean, Tucker bring the juice, man. I mean, we was joking around because he was mic'd up one of them games, and he was just screaming like you. I mean, he just screaming like he ain't even saying that. He just screaming. So I was like, but nah, Tucker gonna bring the juice every day, man. And, really, just I mean, he just talked. We just talked about patience, but before y'all even came over here, man. Before I even got in the hot tub, so it's crazy that y'all bring it up. Nah, Tucker bring the juice for sure.
As a defensive guy, what's it like to share the locker next to an offensive guy? Do you guys talk schemes at all, or
Nah, man. I mean, he'll ask me certain things about like, hey, bro, chill out, bro. But he'll ask me about certain things. You know what I'm saying, like before practice or something like that we ran, or post practice or something like that. But as far as like the opposing team, we won't really talk about that. Not for real.
Do you ever get that one to stop talking?
Man, Stokes, y'all already know. Speaking of that, I just beat Stokes in this little game on the champ in the locker room. On the champ in the locker room.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
But you know, he already know who the real dog is.